Yo, 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 what's happening, guys? METAVERSEMILLEN here. How are we all today? We're back with another video. We're currently in LA right now, looking through the map. Lovely day. I've literally got home from work. We're going to jump on and go through all the Upland content. We're going to have a good video today. Talk about Sparkade.me, Granada Hills. We're going to go into Sparklet and kind of the prices as well. We're going to look at the missions and the gamified earnings, and we're going to go over kind of the floor prices and everything as well. Also, LSLAC and Utah 80 underscore MRP. Message me to get that money. Obviously, LSLAC's got that $100. List a property for $100, and Utah 80 underscore MRP. You've got $25 as well. So give a message and then list your property at $25, and I'll come and purchase that as well. So yeah, click that subscribe button and let's get into the video. So yeah, a lot's been happening the last few days. I've been flying with work. It's going well though. The more I can get these hours and these promotions and kind of these sales at work, the more money we can put into Upland and the more money we can grow this account as well. I put in about a third of my wage into Upland. And I don't like to talk about money all the time, but I like to give the kind of what I'm thinking, why I'm doing this. I'm doing legitimate my own money and my wage, so it's kind of other players can see how I'm thinking and why I'm doing what I'm doing, more than actually whoa, we can put in this amount. It's more the growth. I can see the growth is 4 to 5x. So if you put in technically £50,000 into Upland 2 years ago, we can do that with $10,000. So it's really good right now to actually grow your monthly yield. I love the monthly yield. I like to see that grow. I want to get that up to about 1 million UPEX. Probably hit 1 million UPEX January, February, maybe March time, April. We should be up at 1 million UPEX. Obviously, if we get these more pay rises and stuff, we could be able to put in $1,500 and stuff like that. But we're going to leave that for now and just wait until we actually get to the end of the month. I'm really close to going up to this extra promotion, so at that point it should be really interesting. But yeah, if I put in $5,000-6,000, that's equivalent to about $24,000 to $30,000 in yield, because if you get the 20% markups, you're getting the property for 5 times less, but you're also getting the boost. So I always target collections right now. The first one I got for $1,000 got in about 61k, and then I got this one for 1100, what brings in 64k. So yeah, every single month we're kind of hitting a really good collection. Like this right now, that will go up to 340 roughly by the end of the month, and then we'll be able to push that another 60k and get that up to 400k. And that's a plan going forward. I see the growth in the monthly yield. I see buying more properties. I see owning more land. I see really developing land and growing, adding utility through this YouTube channel, and a totally different vision than everybody. Everybody's got their own vision, but I just see Upland completely different. I see it as a potential to build upon and create our own kind of our own neighborhood, our own node, where we can actually think about in 5 years' time, where you're walking about, everything's selling, everything's got a purpose. We're not thinking about making money on kind of selling off at a certain price to make 10% stuff like that. I want to try and hold as much money into this account for the next 10-15 years. I want to see it up at 5 million monthly yield, 6 million monthly yield. Obviously Upland's going to lower the yield over the years to come. I understand that. The players what joined Upland and looked through the white papers understand that as well, but at the moment I don't see that happening anytime soon. I see that being there for the majority of the time, and especially with these mission and earnings, you can get up to 15.2%. For us growing up 60,000, that's adding a little bit extra onto our monthly yield, which is amazing. And especially when we get higher up as well, that 0.5% or whatever will add a lot as well, because you can see over here we're going to get our login in at least 25 days. We'll get that, so that'll be no problem. We'll get our login every day for 7 days. We'll get this one, no problem. Property Pioneer, mint 3 properties during the season. We do that every month anyway, so we'll get that one. An ornament, I need to go and see Umbrella Boy and get one of these sizzle ornaments for the last 3 weeks, so I'll get that sorted. Item whatever that says, burn and exchange 3 items. So we've already burnt a season pass. I need to find out what I can exchange. Can I just exchange anything? And once I figure that one out, we'll do that, unless I just buy another 2 passes just for the fun of it. But I don't encourage that. That's not financial advice, but yeah, sometimes I just get lazy. Referral champion, earn a referral bonus by referring others. This is really hard, even for myself. We've not had a referral in about 6 months. yeah, it's not easy. Like, we can't get referrals either, so like a lot of players will find this one hard. So I don't really worry about this one too much. It's really good when a new player comes in, but yeah, I just don't like. I'm not seeing it as often as like I used to. Kind of, I think there's more ways like players are coming into Upland through like Upland's advertising and crypto and stuff. It's not individuals as much, but it would be nice to see those referrals go up. But we're not very good at it anyway. MetaVenture shop, buy 3 items from a MetaVenture. That one will do. We'll go and support the MetaVentures. Obviously, I'll get that sizzle ornament, and then we'll get a couple more items. Airdrop connector, connect your Upland account for chapter 2 of the airdrop. We've done that, so now they've got everything fixed on the airdrop. So if we go and refresh this now, it should be updated. I think I was waiting for 2 more missions on this, what wasn't done. So yeah, these 2 still haven't been fixed yet. So I'm still due like 4,000 or 5,000 points or something like that. We've dropped down to a 28 multiplier now as well. So that's really interesting. So now we're not in the top 10%, we're in the 80 to 90%. So yeah, it's really interesting to see that went down from 32 to 28. But I don't know if that's to do with these 2 not registering yet, so it'll be interesting to see what happens with this. But currently we're sitting at 17,960 out of 22, so we should be able to hit probably 20k if Upland obviously fixes that before the 4 days are left. So yeah, I really want to get my Sparklet and try and get. I like these airdrops. Before like Sparklet was released on the market, like the airdrops was amazing. Like, you know, when Spark had its value, it was so cool to. I think we got 0.75. That was like 300, just over $300 or something like that. So it was really cool. 400, 100, 300 and what, $45 worth of Spark, which was so cool. But obviously now with the prices and everything, it's kind of like killed that buzz. And I guess that's the same with treasure hunting as well. It's like, are the airdrops and like treasure hunting like gonna, like what they're gonna do? Because like, you can't put the. It's like kind of what they've literally just done what I think Tycoon's done. You know, you've got so many resources now, you can only put the burn up so high, because then new players aren't going to enter the game because they can't get started without investing like loads. And then the same with like this, you know what I mean? Before you got like a lot of value, but now that's worth about, what's it worth now? But like it's about $30 or something like that, you know, compared to the 345. So it's like, actually when you think about it, it's kind of mad. I love how Sparklet's kind of out there, and hopefully it brings more players into Upland. But it's like, personally I like the idea, like players are enjoying the idea and stuff like that. But for myself, like, we got into Upland because we don't want to have to like do wallets and crypto and all that stuff. You enter an email and a password and you can log in. You know, like Upland, these are basically non-code NFTs. So you can design something and then Upland creates it as an NFT. So I know a lot of people was asking what a non-code NFT is. It's basically you're creating an NFT, but you're not writing the code for that NFT. So this Magic Castle's an NFT, but we've obviously created the design. We've obviously worked with a few players to create the design, and now we've uploaded it. So we've technically got our own NFT in the game, but we've not written the code for that. So yeah, I'm really wanting to build more on that now, but now I've kind of got 7,500 Sparklet. I don't want to actually, it's over here. I don't want to buy more at the moment because I'm getting so much on the yield, and I believe like owning the land and the yield and the properties and like everything like that is going to be, in the long run, it's going to be a lot more valuable, especially because we're investing like $1,000 every single month. It's not financial advice, but yeah, I'm not going to be like waiting on like investing this into Sparklet and watching it go up and down if it does go up or down. Like, it's not where I see the growth at all. I see the growth still in like Upland and the properties and the fiat selling for dollars. I see that as a really good business in the future. I do like and I do respect that like there'll be different ways like to cash out and stuff, but personally for me, I'm not into it too much. Like, I don't, it's not that I'm against it at all. I just don't. I like how simple Upland is. I like how you can just log in. I like how you can just list for dollars and then the dollars come out in your. I keep going to that menu. The dollars just come out in your bank here, and you can withdraw it within 2 minutes. We've got it in a bank account. It takes like 10 seconds to go over to PayPal and like 20 seconds to go over to my bank. So yeah, that's what I love about Upland. How you can like get the money out, and I just don't. Like, I hope the price you can get Sparklet, you can get in the store. So I don't mind what the price is. I'm not like kind of, oh, it's too low or it's too high. Like, I like to just be able to purchase it, and with all the gas fees and stuff like that, I don't even mind if I pay like 10% extra or a premium on the spark price on the market. Like, Upland take a screenshot of the Sparklet price, so if we actually go over here, and then this one here is Sparklet. So you can see it's at 4 cents right now. It's made a little bit of a growth and it's sitting here. This obviously, once the market dumps more Sparklet, when they get the rewarded Sparklet, and then also these airdrops and the BitGet stuff, this is just going to drop down again. Like, this is my opinion, what I think it's going to do. Like, I'm not saying this is what's going to happen, so invest with your own money. Don't listen to me, and yeah, invest wisely. But here, I just see, like, with all this Sparklet coming on the market, this is going to drop, so people are going to, like, the incentives to buy Sparklet right now is kind of, I think this is the worst time to buy Sparklet, because I see like a lot more Sparklet over another, like, what, I think there's like over 3 or 3.4% or something left to come onto the market, and right now, you know, it's at this price. Imagine what it'll do when it gets another, like, all that Sparklet. I'm not trying to put a downer on it, I see the market going back up again, I see over time, but if I was going to like invest into the Sparklet, I'd wait till it hits down here or like lower. I see it going down like once they dump all this Sparklet, because it's like players are going to buy Sparklet, but there's so much, like, I don't know, it's like kind of really hard. I see it like, I just don't know. It's like, it's kind of, it's all new to me. It's all a bit, I want to get Sparklet and stuff like that, but like, I like the game of Upland, and I just feel like the value now is like out of Sparklet. I don't see Sparklet going up to 46 cents a Sparklet. I just don't see it going back to the original price. And I get that everyone's got more Sparklet and stuff like that, but some players got 4%, like 4x. I think we got 2x. So like the difference there as well is like kind of, how did we only get 2x? We're not bothered, but like, you know, is the consistency, because players now, is Sparklet like worth anything? You know what I mean? For like the building, it's great. I love these assets and stuff like that. But we're good with 7,500. Like, I'm very happy. You know what I mean? I can do giveaways. We can like do competitions. Like, other players support with Sparklet. Like, there's loads of ways to build in Upland, not just by like having loads of Sparklet in your balance. You know, if we get our monthly yield up to like 1,000,000 UPEX, we'll be earning like 45,000 UPEX a day, which we could just put into Spark contracts and give back to the players, you know. So I want to make it inclusive and stuff like that, but I'm just not like a crypto head, and I just see my $1,000 like every single month going into this market, because like this getting up to 400,000 is like, to me, it's like, so like you're gonna make so much more returns like by targeting this than by buying Sparklet. And I love how you can build and grow with Sparklet and stuff like that. I don't see it. Like, I don't see it, and I hate to be that person. What, like, it's kind of like hard, and I want to be like into it and stuff like that. But now it's kind of, I like Spark when it was Spark and it was like in the store, and now it's on the exchange. It's great, but there's just so many different opinions and different pricing and what's going to happen, and like, I don't like the uncertainty. Everything's a gamble. Everything's like, what if, you know, I like the consistency. Spark was like $460 for, I played Upland for 2 years, you know, you just knew how much value you was getting. I feel like it doesn't matter like the value, and then they change like the times on the builds and stuff, so like everything just is going to change, and I like it staying the same. I want to see updates, I want to see more property stuff. Like, I love Upland as a game. Like, this is just like kind of the Sparklet side of it. I love Sparklet and the token and what it does. I just don't really like fuck with the like crypto side of it. I want to get into it and stuff like that. Like, I love Blender. I thought I would never be able to get into Blender and stuff like that. Like, this is my opinion. This isn't anyone else's opinion. This is just my kind of feelings on it. I spent so long to get away from like doing trading and markets, and I found Upland, and like Upland's so peaceful, and you can like come in and list properties and chill, and it's just like, it gets stressful, but it's just relaxing. Like, it's therapeutic to like move assets about and just chill. I don't want to be seeing like live tickers. I don't want to be like trying to like be that like focused and switched on with it. I love like the business side of it and being able to come home from work and film and do Granada Hills and everything, but I just don't want to have that stress of like, if I put 1,000 into that and then I've got to make a return on it or whatever, and then I'm like, well, I could be earning 400,000 UPEX a month if I didn't, and that's a bit what gets me. It becomes a job, and that's what I love. I love the YouTube as a job. I like playing Upland every single day, but I see this as fun. Like I don't see, and not even Sparklet, like investing into like the stocks, what I used to do and stuff like that. It was good fun and stuff, but it was so like stressful. Like I work enough hours with enough stress in my life with like these sales and everything what's going on right now. Like I'm stressed out the moon with work, but this is a place I can come home, talk to you guys, film these videos and just have like a great time. And I love Upland. This is nothing like bad about Upland. Like the players what love Sparklet, like I'm happy for you. Like I genuinely am happy. I just don't want to like, I want to stay in Upland and I want to stay in like buying, like hopefully I can get Spark from the store still and stuff like that. And we have every single plans to like grow Granada Hills, get into like other stuff. Like I'm loving Sparkade. We're making money off the shares now as well. MetaMask is into Sparkade as well. So yeah, there's a lot of things popping on that. So the net worth's going up. You can see here we've made 68k. Last month we've made just under 6k, and then this week we've made 1,344 UPEX. Yeah, the market's down at the moment, but I see this like really picking up. There's a lot of different updates and stuff, and once deposits come on, it'll change everything. So yeah, really excited to see what happens with that. And then Granada Hills, everything's going well. We're really starting to build out, looking at more kind of properties to mint. Now our yield's going up nicely. We can add more properties to our portfolio, and these are all kind of like Sparkade.me bases as well. So every single day I'm getting about 10 to 15 visits, so you can kind of see where the market is right now, because not many people treasure hunt in LA. So I know these will be Sparkade mines, or that's 10520 Balboa Boulevard, so that's a factory, and then that's a showroom, sorry, and that's a factory. Then these two will be other ones as well, so I'll collect that right now and pull that through. So yeah, what else is on this? We need to look at the missions as well. So visit a property. We had a look earlier, but I need to go visit, paid send 5 different properties. So we'll go and get this one. Travel once via a car between 2 cities. So I need to purchase a car. I'm excited actually for this one and get a car again. And then like we'll look at different shops and see what's the best car we can actually pick up. Bring Sparklet any amount into Upland. I think I'm not gonna, like, I've tried to get into my MetaMask wallet. I'm like, I've not got that. I don't know what the password is and stuff like that. And yeah, I think I'm going to leave that one. I'll leave the referral boneless. Track Hero, I'll do this one. So we'll do a video over the next couple of weeks with state races and Track Hero. Race Enthusiast, participate in 3 public multiplayer races. So we'll do that. We'll race in 3 races. We'll go into L-Slack's track and spin some rubber, burn some rubber. Badge collector as well. Receive a badge to your profile. You just get a badge anyway now for buying a season pass, so you don't have to do anything for that one anymore. You just get it. And then yeah, the seasonal Sparklet drops as well. So we'll be able to get up to a 3.6x or a 4x. So hopefully we do get like a decent amount of Sparklet, and then once I get 10-15 Sparklet, well 15,000, 10-15 Spark, I'll be able to just like chill. But then if they put the prices up, I'm kind of screwed, so I don't know what's going to happen. But yeah, I don't see them being able to like put it up too much, because then new players like a lot of players will not buy Sparklet off like crypto, and the wallets are just not like, a lot of players like Upland and like having a bank card and buying off the store. Like Sparklet's good for a lot of players, but I think the majority will like are still not into crypto and stuff like that. So I think it's like, and then especially for the safety as well, like I'll always purchase on my credit card or my debit card, but I try and do it on my credit card, so it's obviously insured as well, which is cool. But yeah, there's a different reason why. It's nothing against Sparklet and stuff like that, but I just like to put my money, like, I like to keep it through my bank, and I like to keep it this way in, and that's just me. Maybe I'm getting old, but like that's just the way I like it. And if we're putting in this amount of money, I'm not putting it into like something I don't understand, or like it just, yeah, that stresses me out more than anything. So yeah, that's basically that. We're going to leave the Sparklet there. I'm well up for the building and stuff like that. It's interesting to see what's going to happen with the markets and stuff like that. Like hopefully there's like Upland's always got a way or something, like they know more than we know. So yeah, hopefully there's a reason, because they couldn't have expected it to go down to that price. Like, it's just like, yeah, because that 4x now is only if it went to 25%. So it's kind of like, even if it's down where it is, it's like half of what it was worth before, because like the rewards don't cover the price. Yeah, but then you can't like give everyone like 100,000 Sparklet. So it's like, what do you do? Like, I find it very interesting, like how they're gonna go forward with this Sparklet stuff, and how they're gonna, like, maybe you burn Sparklet, like, that seems to be saving everything right now in the metaverse. Just burn it, and then like you just get rid of loads of stuff. So maybe like there's burns like with Sparklets and the legits, but maybe they bring it in for like travel. Maybe you burn Sparklet and you can use the portal and like move around the globe, and then that Sparklet goes to like the aircraft hangar people or whatever in Upland. Like, I don't know how it's all going to work. Upland are really good at all that stuff, but there's got to be a way and an incentive for players to actually be able to burn the Sparklet as well, because you just, yeah, the more reasons to burn Sparklet, just like the property, the more utility there is to build structures, the more people will come and be excited about that and join the game. And just like, yeah, everything starts with kind of like the structures and the properties and everything like that. So I'm just excited to see like what happens next year and the year after and the year after that. But it's interesting, like, I know a lot of players have got different takes on it and stuff. Like, it's really interesting, like, totally understand, respect everyone's opinion, you know what I mean? This is not like the majority's opinion, this is how I feel. And like, a lot of players just don't want to mess with crypto, and it's like, it's not like I want to get into it and stuff like that. I'm just not really, when I'm putting this much money in, it's just like I wouldn't sleep at night. So yeah, I won't be doing that. I'll be, and then all the taxes on it as well and stuff like that. It's just like, this is not like, you need to obviously look at your financial and your legal side of it as well, and all your tax and that. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens going forward. But we're going to stick into, hopefully it comes out in the store and we can purchase it that way. So yeah, anyway, enough with that. We're going to jump into everything what's going on. We're going to check out, we've looked at the gamified earnings. We should be able to get 12 to 13 on that, so we should get close to that 4x, which will be awesome to see. The airdrop, we're still waiting for a few more. We've still got 4 days, so we should be able to get up to like level 7, level 8, and then see what actually happens there, which will be cool. And a lot of players are actually getting really good scores, because like the boosts are a lot fairer. On the last airdrop, like, players with large accounts was getting massively ahead, but this time around you can see like a lot of players are kind of getting a good mark up on this as well. So yeah, it's exciting to see what's going to kind of see how the points and stuff like that as well. This is not going to be like 17,960 Sparklet, or maybe it will be with like the drops at the moment. Maybe we're going to get like 30k or 30 Spark. Like we'll see. Interesting. I like kind of find it's very like, it's entertaining. Like, this is what I like about Upland. I can just sit back and watch and just see what everybody's doing and building. It's like really really interesting for me as well, like kind of just tuning out and watching like kind of the Neutral Zone or Ben's podcast, or like you've got loads of different like ones. I don't like saying names, because like if I'm not saying a certain name, like I don't want to think I watch them all. Like, I watch Goldie, More Cheese, you've got the Upex podcast, you've got the Vulgar Uplander, you've got obviously the Neutral Zone. There's so many different ones. Upland Guide, there's Arena's Guides, yeah, there's just so many. That Vanquish Adapt as well is doing really well. So there's so many different ones on Upland and on YouTube right now to actually follow. So yeah, we basically like watching the content and seeing how everyone's going to go. So we're excited to see the journey, and like kind of, I want to see what happens with my money next year and the year after. Maybe we're a millionaire, maybe we don't make a penny, maybe it all just goes to shit and we lose everything. Like, I don't know what's going to happen, and that's what really interests me as well. It's like we're all on this aeroplane where we just don't know what's going to happen. Like, is it going to run out of fuel? Is it going to land in Hawaii, you know, what's going to happen? So we could all be sitting here next year as like kind of millionaires together, like it's mad. Or it could just go puff, like, you know, so it's really interesting to see. I'm excited to actually see what happens with this as well. So yeah, this has been a little bit different video. Hope you're enjoying it as well. We have got the $100 wheel going again, but we will do this differently as well. What we're going to do is once I sell 100 mints of the Magic Castle, so I have got them on the showroom at 10520 Balboa Boulevard in Granada Hills over here. So you can see here, if you go into the store, shop now, they're all on sale for 10,000, 10,500 after tax, and $3.15 after tax. Once all the 100 mints go to players, I will put 1 to 100 in that wheel, and then we'll spin that wheel, and then what number that lands on, the player what owns that mint and Magic Castle will get that $100 as well. So yeah, that's exciting. And then we've still got the top 25 in Granada Hills as well. So if you go to UPX Land, go to Properties, and then in Properties you go over to Los Angeles, and then Granada Hills. And then in here, you can actually see the top 25. So these are the top 25 property owners in Granada Hills. You can see Team Sleep's in at 25 with 60 properties. So as soon as you buy on the secondary market or mint 60 properties or more, you can keep checking this every see it updates once a day. You'll be able to see the top 25 automatically gets put into a $25 wheel every single month as well. So yeah, jump onto that, get as many Granada Hills properties as you can. You could be a lucky winner of $25 this month. So yeah, thank you for the support. Hope you're having a great time. Hope you're actually enjoying. I love Sparklet. I love like kind of what's happening and where it's going. I'm just not personally into like kind of that side of the game. Like I like Upland because I like Upland. I like the property. I like the monopoly. I like everybody knows what I like about Upland, and that's kind of where I am with it. I want to see a lot more kind of, they call it evolving, where you, like there's new features. Like I love how they're testing new stuff out. Like the Paris City release, I thought that was awesome. How they actually released the passes and the bundles and like how they done it. You know, I thought like it was really interesting. You know, that teleport, and understand it affects players what own like airports and stuff, but it did bring in a lot more players in, like that kind of ease of travel. It's good having friction, but if you have too much friction, like if players are coming to buy a Magic Castle, they need to come over to LA and buy that and then visit my store and so like why can't I charge them a delivery fee, and like there's a way to send it over to them, or you know, stuff like that, or maybe someone else can travel over with it and drop it off and then they get the reward, or like there's got to be a way for delivery, because like there's delivery in really real life. So yeah, there's got to be an easier way for MetaVentures to buy, and I hope the teleportation device is a way that they can actually incorporate the profits from that into the players. Well, I've got like terminals and all that kind of stuff, you know, on a different percentage base. But it'll be interesting to see. Sure, Upland will jump onto that and have something amazing coming out. Like, so yeah, looking forward to that. I hope you enjoyed the video. Click that subscribe button if you're not already, and I'll see you tomorrow for another video. Metaverse Melon, peace.